The 10 News Weather Authority from the JES Weather Center.
Good afternoon, everyone. Here's a look at our current travel conditions across the country. Air travel was experienced moderate delays out in Houston. Those conditions have now turned into minor delays out there. Chicago O'Hare is dealing with grounded flights right now just because of some of the inclement weather that is currently ongoing there, dealing with a little bit of snowfall at this current time, waiting for them to open back up. But regionally and across the rest of the nation, we are dealing with green conditions. So no worries about flights coming into Roanoke Blacksburg Regional if you have family arriving for the holidays. Temperatures out there right now, right around 70 degrees or so for South Boston, Danville, and Alta Vista. That is the warm triangle of 70s out there. We've got temperatures in the mid 50s across the New River Valley and into parts of the Highlands. Everywhere else between about 60 and 68 degrees. Now, afternoon high forecasts are a little bit lower than what we're actually seeing out there. So temperatures are exceeding the expectations just a little bit because mostly sunny skies are continuing to build in, and that the arrival of the cold front has maybe been a little bit delayed. But as we go throughout the next couple of hours and eventually into this evening, temperatures will continue to plummet. We get back down into the mid 40s or so. If you recall back to this morning, temperatures only got as low as about 50 to 55 degrees. So we're already going to be cooler than what we were this morning by the time we get to about 7 p.m. or so later on this evening. Winds are also gusting out there. Winds are near about 23 miles per hour for downtown Roanoke, but look off to our north and west. We've got winds at Chicago O'Hare as well, which is prompting in some of those groundings for the flights out there. 37 mile per hour winds, 32 for Pittsburgh, 25 for Cincinnati. And if you're familiar with the setup for the time of year and how weather patterns work, a lot of this flows from west to east. So by tomorrow, a lot of those stronger winds will be knocking on our doorsteps to kick off our Thanksgiving. However, for the rest of our Wednesday, winds will continue to increase close to about 30 miles per hour at times, with sustained winds between about 15 and 20 miles per hour. With that said, if you are planning on participating in the Drumstick Dash tomorrow morning in downtown Roanoke or taking part in any 5K across Southwest Virginia, you will want to dress warmly. Temperatures are going to be in the mid 30s or so, maybe into the upper 30s, low 40s by the 10 o'clock hour. But you pair that with those gusty winds that we are expecting, and we get our wind chill. We're going to be feeling like 25 degrees come 7 a.m. tomorrow morning in downtown Roanoke, 35 by noon, still feeling like the 20s across a lot of the New River Valley. And then fast forward to our Black Friday morning, 6 a.m., single-digit wind chills across the New River Valley and the Highlands, teens across the Piedmont, maybe low 20s for parts of Southside. So it is going to be blistering cold both Thursday and Friday to close out the work week and to close out the holidays. So maybe starting off a little bit on the cloudy side for your Thanksgiving, but overall conditions do start to turn sunny, very similar to what we saw earlier today. I know we started off this morning with a lot of fog, Monica, but we're not expecting that over the next handful of days. Just temperatures between about 20 and 35 for the next several mornings.